We are living in a world where the masses and the groups are failing significantly. And if you look at these failures, they are in almost every single area of our life, whether it's be our personal pursuits in life and all the way to global pursuits, we are failing as masses. Many of our behaviors are becoming antisocial and divisive. Many of our actions are splitting traditional good organizations which held us together and helped us do better. Despite the fact that there is so much of voice around to do things for environment and for so many causes like the sustainable development causes, it is the masses, the polity, which is not able to contribute to any of that in a sensible way. We are living in a world which today is significantly spoiled for choices. And running after those choices is completely defocusing us. And we are pressed for time. And being pressed for time, we are really not substantially going deep and focusing on anything at all. We are in a way so restless for our gains that we will take any shortcuts to get there, ignore anything. And many times we are ignoring even our own health, our family, our loved ones, our society, and in general, rushing around everywhere. Look at behaviors that we have in traffic. There are so many people restless to get somewhere that they really don't care how much they honk, how badly they drive, how much of aggression there is on the road. And then, needless to say, there are others who really don't care about the sanity of roads and laws and of collective space and well being. We are also too occupied to care. And that occupation is so much with our own self and our own gains, our own indulgence, and our own consumptions that we are completely blindsided. And where is it all leading us? It's all leading us to that world today where we as masses are failing, like I said, in more things than one. It's important that we take a stock of the situation, because what's suffering is our loyalty, which we hardly see anymore towards any one thing. We barely see us having focus. We are distracted. We are rushing all around. We barely see the pursuit of excellence, except for a few people who still value that excellence and they're doing really well in life. And then rare are those moments where we see compassion, where we see non-violent behavior from some people. So yes, there are some sections of population where you will find these things, where you will find loyalty, where you will find that we are compassionate, where you will find that we are loyal. But in most cases, we are failing. And what happens in that failure is that there is a bunch of leaders, whether it's the leaders of the nation, of society, of educational institution, our organizations, our family heads. They are struggling so badly to keep us together that all their energy goes in prevention instead of looking at progressive gains. And even that little progressive that happens is often met with a lot of resistance. On the other hand, there is a bunch of leaders of politics, of organizations, of society, of individuals in the family who take advantage of the situation. They not only take situation of the divided people that we are today, and they also put in their own selfish vested interest and extract maximum gains. Many times they are manipulating families and breaking them down. Many times they are surviving in organization without really doing anything and extracting the maximum value out of it. Many times it's the consumer who's suffering because they are deeply exploiting the customer. Many times it's exploitation of nature, of natural resources, of nations, of neighbors. Many times it's just complete exploitation of the humankind. That's what many leaders are doing because of the failure of masses. It's important, like I said, that we take a stock of why this is happening. And for that, we need to understand the very reason behind our failure, your failure, my failure, our failure together. And the first up is the concept of selfishness and selfish focus. Now, humans have been selfish. It is our own deep desire to survive. So is of all animals, and that's the law of nature, which is there is survival of fittest. But there are so many other laws along with that, like together we do better, or when we have progressive thoughts and capabilities like humans have done over many generations. They have invented things, they have created things, they have fought against diseases, they have fought against so many challenges and made the human race so much better. But there is a lot of aspect of the human nature and its selfishness, which is exploiting everything from ourselves to each other to nature to other species on the planet. Now we are even talking about selfishly exploiting other planets in the solar system. Such is our selfishness. And if that selfishness prevails, how will we have loyalty? How will we have the focus that we need to have to live better with each other? How do you solve this? For this, we really first need to belong. We need to belong to certain traditional values. Like in the Bharatiya culture, there is so much of deep understanding of philosophy and the spirituality of life. So is there with so many other cultures. There is deep philosophy and understanding in the Christian ideas, in the Muslim ideas, in Judaism and any other, in Buddhism and so many other regions where it's practiced. And so many national cultures go to the depth of those philosophies and those traditions and understand things, acquire values. The only way our selfishness will go down is where we learn the better, deeper spiritual life and spiritual values, because the modern imagery of life distracts and divides. It's only the spiritual life and spiritual philosophy which gives us uniting meaning. Values are deeply spiritual in nature because they are of common good. So do that. Belong to ideas like conservation of life, safety, psychological safety, and so many other ideas. It's only when we belong to these kind of philosophies, ideas, which are uniting ideas, not divisive. Because today you see activists, and activists are one of the biggest set of parasites on earth. Because when you see, activism, it beyond a certain point invariably becomes about power, control, money, influence. Most activism starts with a good idea, but when the activist becomes far more important than what that idea was, than the actual causes, many times activists far outlive the utility only to spoil the balance of society. So think about this, belong to ideas, take care of that selfish focus that you have, convert it to a lot more of coexistence. Number two, a lot of our challenges and failure as masses is also coming from the excess focus on novelty, the excess focus on consumption. There is so much of tech out there, there is so much of options available out there in today's world. Yes, we have progressed as a race. Yes, we have created science and technology and products and services, and there is so much out there to consume. But is everything really important? We have to begin asking this question, that are we beginning to sacrifice our evolutionary gains? Our memory is suffering, our handwriting is suffering, our physical capabilities are suffering, our sense of direction, our ability to navigate is suffering, our ability to do things in the wild, live in nature, living off the land, agriculture. There are so many things which are suffering. Ancients used to look up at the sky and they could know if a stormy season is coming, or it's going to be drought, or it's going to be something else, or if there is a bee invasion that is going to happen, or there are animals who are suffering in the nearby. So such were the faculties, and we are losing out all of those things because of our excesses. We are living in so much of excesses that all the things that we possibly gained in the evolutionary life over many centuries, those faculties are at threat. If we have to undo the challenges of this, we have to live life at a much deeper level. Physical excellence is important. Mental capability, intellectual excellence is important, emotional excellence is important, and in every aspect of life, whether it's as an individual or as a parent or as a part of family or society or organizations, we need to go deep. We need to cultivate consistency to really become much better. The human body is one of the best machines that ever could have been created by nature. And while many animals have significant endowments, but the human body, with all its endowment, when combined with the brain, is one of the most complicated, most awesome machine that was ever created. We are destroying that in our pursuit of novelty. And if we have to undo this effect, like I said, we need to go deep in our lives, create physical, mental, emotional prowess. From there will come our spiritual prowess, our actions and our karmic focus, and we will become better. So become better, save your evolutionary gains, be a holistic human being in the pursuit of excellence. So while you need to learn to coexist, you also need to become someone who is in pursuit of excellence and not of novelty and consumption. The third big problem, and before I go to the third one, the first two are very intrinsic to the nature and the human body and the human systems that we are. I will go to something which is about nature and what we have and our interaction with the world outside and interaction with others. In the world today, the third big problem that we have is we have very short-lived gratitude. Short-lived gratitude towards our parents, short-lived gratitude towards what our partners or children do for us, or short-lived gratitude what for our colleagues or citizens or what somebody else does. You'll often hear a statement by many people and celebrities out there say, I am self-made, I'm doing this. How can anyone be self-made? Every one of us is living because of somebody else growing food, building houses, building roads, taking care of governance, policy. Everyone is contributing to everybody else's life. We are barely in gratitude towards the world and the system that we live in. Forget about the endowments that we have in our life. So gratitude is not just about being thankful for the life that we have, for whoever in his life or whoever is there. We have to be thankful about this whole earth, thankful about every single human being who somewhere in some chain is contributing to our life. That's the depth of gratitude that we need to have, not the way that we are living today. The way we are living today, we are going from one to another to another. The moment something happens, we get a gain, we say, okay, next, okay, next, okay, next. You go to the mall, you do something, come back and say, okay, next. You go to work, you finish something, and then you get some promotion, get some salary hike. You say, okay, next, okay, next, okay, next. There's hardly any staying and enjoying. In fact, the true sense of gratitude means that whatever blessing you have, which is the life, you make the most of it and you apply all of your life to good, positive gains for yourself, for others, and for the system that you are living in. So please slow down and start being in gratitude and putting your life to better use. So again, going back to the first two things, the first I said was you really need to be in coexistence with everybody. You really need to cultivate the sense of excellence. And from there, you need to start being in a sense of gratitude about the whole world which is there for you and start putting your life to good use. And then we will be able to care a little bit more, because the fourth failure is we also have very short-lived memory of pain and suffering. Now there could be natural calamities or things that happen, or economic downturns, or COVID happened and there were so many challenges that happened. There are so many people who are around us who are suffering because of poverty, because of illness, so many other challenges and crimes. Every time there is something nasty that happens, many of us become activists at that point in time and start contributing for a little while. Some stay activist and they outlive the cause, but most just simply forget. And there is so much of that, that we will get on with things after we have done like a checkbook charity or paid some attention or made some tweets or made some comments on Facebook or LinkedIn or something. Why so? Why do we have such a short-lived memory of the pain and suffering of people around us, of the environment? Cannot be so. So we have to learn to start being more cooperative with each other in a way that we contribute to permanent change, permanent positive contribution to all the pain and suffering that exists in society. Make a difference. Make a difference to people around you and the world around you. That's the only way you will learn to be contributive to others. Otherwise, the fifth pillar kicks in, which is our egocentricity. And why we have such a short lived memory of pain and suffering, why we have such short lived gratitude towards things is most of us are so egocentric that we say, all is well till my life is going well. If my life is going well, everything is wonderful. But if my life is not going well, I will complain about everything. So, while many of us have our challenging periods, we complain about ourselves and about everything around us. But the moment our life is good, moment everything is going fine for us, we tend to just turn a blind eye. Gratitude goes for a toss, the contribution to others goes for a toss, and we are busy indulging and being with us. This has to stop. We have to understand the world around us matters. That's an attitude that you need to cultivate. It's not an action that you need to take. It's nothing else but a pure mindset that you need to keep so that you consistently stay thankful and put your life to good use. And you consistently ensure that you work towards creating a better world around us. We have to drop our egocentricity, and there is no other option. Similarly, the sixth pillar which we have to drop is the big one, that why should I help others? It needs to stop. We have to help others win. Why? Because together we go further. If we only care about our own victories, there is no way that we will have happy people around us. If everyone doesn't progress, if everyone doesn't win, if everyone doesn't gain, if everyone doesn't experience a sense of fairness, then there will be a lot of sorrow. And now I'm not talking about some idiosyncratic demands that many groups today tend to have. That's not what it is. But anything that is fundamentally human, that's fundamentally scientific, that's fundamentally justifiable, it's not an opinion, it's not divisive. We need to stand up for that, and we need to help others win and live a better life. And here, the better life, I'm essentially talking about some of the bare basics of what our human life is about physical, mental, emotional safety, about gains, about honor, about dignity in life. And we need to learn to help others live a life of dignity. And that's the only way that we can coexist. So hope all of you have understood that where are our challenges as masses today, and why are we failing? And if that is so, what should we be doing? So please work hard at coexisting in pursuit of excellence, living with gratitude for this world and contributing to this world, belonging to much better causes and contributing to this world. And please do away with this egocentricity, that if your life is good, nothing else really matters. And don't have the apathy that you can't let others win. You have to have them win so that we collectively become a human race. Today, humans really need to care for each other. We are at a point in time we absolutely must do this. Otherwise, we will be the cause of our own destruction.